welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Remy and I share lots of vegan recipes and tips to help you live well. We're not really going to be talking about food at all today, but I am going to be sharing with you my daily makeup routine. This is kind of a natural look, at least I think so, and I'm very bad at makeup, but I've been getting a lot of requests from you guys to share this for quite a while now, so I'm finally doing it. You asked for it and I'm delivering, but I have to tell you that I'm really bad at doing makeup, so everything that I'm doing in this video, you should probably do the opposite. All the products that I'll be using today are vegan, cruelty-free, and non-toxic, and I'll leave links to everything in the description box below if you want to check it out. Okay, I think that's everything. I'm stalling. Let's get into the makeup. So I don't really know how to do this. I am not a makeup person, but I'm putting on some Kosas concealer right now and just like spot treating to go in first. Then I take a beauty blender. Now I'm adding the foundation I use, which is the Kosas foundation also. But I like to mix the concealer and the foundation because I think the color matches a little better that way. On a non-filming day though, I would kind of just like only wear concealer really. So what I'm showing you is kind of like what I would wear or how I would do my makeup when I'm committing to doing my makeup. And I basically do the same makeup every day. I'm pretty basic in that way, and hopefully this is what you guys are looking for because, you know, I have said this many a time, I am really bad at doing my own makeup. What you guys don't see is that like I don't blend down the neck sometimes. My sister Chloe will like call me out and be like, you need to blend your foundation's too dark, this and that. I'm just not good at it, and I like to keep it natural. I just feel like set the bar lower and the expectation lower, and it's much easier because then when your makeup's kind of up, it's not a surprise. Life hack. I think that looks okay. I don't think it's terrible, so that's what I'm going for, just not terrible. So next I take a loose powder. This is from Ilia, and I'm just gonna set everything. I would say I have dry skin, but maybe combo, but more on the dry side, just because I do get a little bit of like oiliness in the nose and T-zone area. And my chin area is just always annoying because hormonally that's been where I've had issues in the past, as you guys may know. After powder, this is my favorite trick, and this is something that I'm going to share with you that I actually learned from OG YouTube beauty, like back in the day when, oh my gosh, I can't remember the name, like Buzz Beauty I want to say, had taught me this trick, and it's for Asian eyelashes or eyelashes that are just very straight. So I take the curler, I clamp at the root, and then I continue to clamp, but I move up my lashes towards the tip. So you're kind of like creating a curl up. If you just do one clamp at the base, you're gonna end up with like a right angle, especially if you have straighter lashes like I do. So that's what I do. I do get actually quite a bit of compliments on my lashes, which is really nice because I used to do lash extensions. I was definitely hooked on them because they're so convenient, but you know, the maintenance was really annoying, and then with like COVID, it's just nice to not rely on them, and I do think that you can do them sustainably. And a lot of people think that they'll just pull out all your eyelashes, but I actually have quite a lot of eyelash, I would say, especially someone who would use them. I mean, I basically did them for like 2 years nonstop. You just have to be good about the maintenance, which I'm not great about. So I'm just separating my lashes here to make sure like nothing's kind of like weirdly angled, because from here, what you put on is how it's gonna stay. But at this point, I start doing bronzer, contour, and eyeshadow, and I use the same powder for all of that because I like a multi-purpose product and I'm kind of lazy with my makeup. I don't know if you couldn't already tell. It's definitely a matte color. It's the Lily Lolo Miami Beach Pressed Bronzer. And I use this as eyeshadow, and then I also use it to contour my nose, and then I also contour my cheeks. I like to go a little higher than the actual like hollow of my cheek to give it a little lift. And then because I'm bad at blending my neck, sometimes I'll just use a little bronzer down here to kind of like fuzz it out. I don't know why, I wear a lot of white, and so I don't like putting makeup on like my neck area because I know that it's gonna get onto my shirts. So now for brows, what I like to do is I use my 100% pure brow gel, and I use that to dip into soap. The hair really just wants to do what it wants to do, and when you have thicker hair, it's harder to manipulate. So some days, most days actually, I really only wear brow gel, and I'll just fill in, if I'm not feeling lazy, a few patches with brow pencil, which I'll show you in a second. I kind of want to get my brows microbladed, but I feel like I'm constantly changing what I want them to look like, and I'm kind of afraid to commit to like getting a full-on, because it's basically a tattoo from what I understand. I just feel like I wouldn't be able to commit to one brow shape, you know what I mean? Okay, so after I brush it up and get the gel on there, I just like to kind of like pat it down and set it in place. And it usually just holds, and that's it. Now we're gonna do a little bit of filling in. I do this very minimally because I don't like the look of like a very drawn in brow. I use an Alima Pure Brow Pencil, which is vegan. It's really hard to find a vegan brow pencil because a lot of them contain beeswax. So I love this one. This is in the color, goodness, I've used it so much, it doesn't even, Raven. I use the color Raven. I think that's good. Hopefully I don't watch this footage back and think to myself, what the f***? What do we do next? What do we do next? I think we don't need this clip anymore. Oh, let's do eyeliner. So normally I'll use this 100% pure liner, but I'm also trying to use up this Inkwell liner from KVD Beauty, which is also vegan. I am just trying to get through this one because I don't want to waste it, but it is not necessarily a non-toxic liner, whereas the 100% pure one is. So this is the one I would recommend. But I do also think it's important to use up what you have, and you know, this is vegan anyway. It's not like it's a non-vegan item. So when I do liner, I do a wing. And I usually like to do this before I put on my mascara. This is gonna be hard to do. I don't like to do anything too dramatic. Oop, I think I actually did more liner than I normally would, but you know what, that is okay. I just have to make sure it matches on the other side. I kind of like to focus on the outer third of my eye and the wing, and I don't really like to bring it all the way in because I think that makes my eyes look smaller, personally. And I think that naturally I have a little bit of RBF, so I try not to make my eyes too cat-like. Okay, I'm not loving how I did my liner today, but we're gonna go with it because I'm telling you guys I'm not good at this at all. Once liner is done, the last step for the eyes is mascara, and I use this handy tool. This makes all the difference for me. It's a little dirty because that's kind of the point. You want the mascara to get on this mascara guard versus your eyelid. So I usually put it on my eye and then I will put the mascara on top. I need 2 hands for this, so I'm not going to be able to do this in my handheld mirror, but I use the Lily Lolo vegan mascara. Vegan mascara can be a little hard to come by because it's, again, that beeswax thing, but I'm going to do this off camera and then come back and show you. Okay, mascara is done. I feel like a new person. We're just going to finish off with a little bit of blush, and I think that's kind of it. Also, this might be a little controversial, but I don't use mascara on my bottom lashes. I don't know. I know that it can make me look more awake, but I feel like you're more prone to getting smudging underneath your eyes. And honestly, lately I've been having pretty bad eye bags as is, so I just don't need any more darkness down there. But I'm gonna take some Alima Pure Cream Blush. Cream brush. I literally can't say that. Cream Blush. Alima Pure Cream Blush. All right, one more time. Alima Pure Cream Blush. That's not even a tongue twister. Alima Pure's Cream Blush in the shade Blossom. And, ooh, you know what? I gotta do this at least once. Let me just have my fake beauty guru moment. You guys remember when people would do this? So what I like to do is just pat it into my cheekbones. This is a little bit of an intense color for me, so I might end up putting too much on if I'm just looking at the camera. But I put it like here, high on my cheekbones, not on the apples. I put it like kind of here, almost as if it's like contour, but like a little higher. And then I also put a little bit on my nose. I'm really hoping it's not too intense because we'll try. So I kind of put it like here, and then pat it in. And then I put any residual just like on the bridge of my nose a little bit. Kind of just makes it look like you just worked out. You know, you've got that natural glow, that healthy glow, and I feel like that's really the best makeup, in my opinion, is like I love how I look after I work out. The sweat and the way it like wakes up your skin is the best feeling. I didn't have time to work out today before I filmed a makeup video, but usually if I'm ever filming anything for YouTube, I love to get like a really sweaty workout in because not only does it kind of like drain the puffiness from your face, but it also helps to just like get some color in there, you know? Okay, is that everything? Sometimes I'll put in a little bit of like brow pencil and make little freckles if I'm feeling extra. I haven't done that in a long time, so let's just do it for fun. We might as well. I do have natural freckles, but they're not prominent enough that they like show through my makeup. So if I put anything on my skin, they kind of completely disappear. So I kind of like to bring them back out. Obviously mine are pretty light. It depends also what season it is. In the summertime they'll come out, but yeah. And I think it kind of makes it look more natural because it's almost as if like your skin is showing through your makeup. You can probably tell by the products I use and the way that I'm doing my makeup. I don't like for it to be like super caked on. Maybe if I'm going to an event, but I'm just not good at that kind of makeup anyway, as is, so this is just easier for me. I'd rather just like have a little bit of my pigmentation showing and embrace skin looking like skin. I think when I was younger, I definitely used to put on a lot more makeup. If I have any old photos, I'll see if I can put them on the screen right now, but it was a lot of just like hiding myself versus playing up the features that I wanted to embrace that I naturally had that make me feel beautiful. And when you wear a lot of makeup, I think it's also hard for you as a person to see yourself looking one way and then at the end of every night take it all off and feel like you can't show your real self to your friends or the world or whoever. I mean, that's a bit of a scary feeling, and I think it's important to embrace who you really are. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with wearing makeup. I mean, sometimes I'll have moments where my skin's really freaking out, and in those moments I feel a lot more dependent on makeup, and that's okay if it makes you feel comfortable and more secure and more beautiful. But if it ever starts to feel like you start to feel ugly without it, that I think is something to be mindful of and just keep in mind when you're thinking about your relationship with yourself and makeup. So speaking of multi-purpose products, I will take some of this cheek tint and also use it on my lips. And also I like to just make sure there's no foundation on my lips. I don't like that look. I once did a podcast interview where I didn't realize there was foundation covering my lip, and the whole time I was just like, oh my god, this is terrible, I can't post this. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's everything. I'm gonna check my makeup and how it looks off camera just to make sure it's not totally botched. And then I'll change my outfit and show you the final look. So this is the complete look. This is what I would do kind of on a day-to-day basis if I'm filming something or I've committed to wearing makeup. I'm gonna link all of the products that I use in the description box below so you can click if you wanna find them. Everything that I use is vegan, cruelty-free, and non-toxic. And again, I am just really not at all a makeup artist, so I can recommend the products that I use and they work well for me, but the techniques, questionable. Take everything in this video that I've shared with you with a grain of salt, technique-wise. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've tried any of the products that I've shared in the comments below, or if you have a favorite vegan and cruelty-free and non-toxic makeup brand that I should check out. I've actually tried a lot of makeup, and this is the first time I'm really sharing my makeup routines, so I do love these products right now. I use them on a daily basis. If this video does well and you guys enjoy it, I kind of wanted to do something more fun and do makeup the way I used to when I was younger, and do a little bit of like an ABG transformation. I think you guys may have seen that going around on YouTube. It's kind of a fun trend. So I kind of want to do that if you guys are into makeup. I just get a little nervous posting things like that because that's not what my YouTube channel is about, and I feel like you guys would not care. So let me know if you do want to see something like that. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you in another video soon.
Let her know, I gotta let her know that she my white horse, she my medical. She like my baby mama, know how to take